I gotta tell you, my heart is broken, and we have to do some soul searching as a nation as to what is missing, what is causing or has caused our children to be so violent and so vicious. And it's just really a situation where we have to look deep within ourselves, because as I have often said on my show, it doesn't matter what infrastructure and fancy buildings, fancy homes, fancy programs, big vehicle, luxury cars, luxury vehicle, our tourist destination. If it is that our children are affected, and and by extension, they come and they affect the world and our country, we're fighting a losing battle. And I just think that we all have to come together to find a way to cauterize this situation and mitigate against the children and the violence, either the violence being meted out to them, or the violence that they are portraying, the violence that they are absorbing, and then the violence that they are living out based on what they would have experienced. In the news, I've been hearing about, an increase in sexual abuse, all right, in certain homes, state homes, run homes for children, and generally in the population. As you know, because of the pandemic, many students have had to, stay home. They're unable to go to school. And normally, under normal circumstances, your home is your place of refuge. Your home is your safe place. But for some people, for some children, their home is actually their trauma center. And there are many adults who are taking advantage of the pandemic to the detriment and the destruction of our children. There are people who know that there are adults who are violating our children, who turn a blind eye to this and act as if everything is okay because it's your grandson, because it's your brother, and your brother who come from foreign, who bring down foreign things. You turn a blind eye because it is your man who is paying the bills, who buys the food. And so your daughter and your son is at this animal's mercy because you have decided to turn a blind eye. I want to let you know that when you turn a blind eye to violence and atrocities against children, you are just like the animal who is perpetrating these acts against the children. There are many neighbors who don't want to fuss in nobody's business, and everybody wants to turn a blind eye and a deaf ear. And I keep saying, if everybody turns a blind eye and a deaf ear, when you are in need or your family is in need, everybody will be blind and deaf. And so nobody can hear you or will hear you to help you. We cannot continue along the path, Calico, where wrong is kind of right-ish, depending on who does it. And you know what? Why? As she go look the man. As she not the house a walk up and down. As she not wear no clothes. As she force ripe. A man she want. As she said the man I walk past him in her towel. I feel her fault. It is never the child's fault. I do not care if the child spread out like a beach towel, open up like a aki, roll it like a dollar coin, or flick it like a 10 cent. As the adult, it is your responsibility to do the right thing and not take advantage of a child's innocence. There are some women who are not mothers, they are pimps. There are some men who are not fathers, they are pimps. And they prostitute their children for likes, for money, for material things. On the need for stop it. And because so many of our children are not under parental guidance, they are acting out and doing things and getting involved in things about which they know not, and they ought not to be involved. I saw a video today what made my blood pressure shut up in the ear. A young lady being assaulted and battered by, I mean, even if I call him young man or young wine, because me not really, and you see, me not really like talk about him something, okay, you see, me not gonna have the right something to say. I'm gonna need a Miss Kitty after that, me I tell you, because I want this somewhere where we can talk good. I'm gonna have to edit in my brain, because, you know, Calico, me I talk about to edit same time. I'll just warm, In a cliff use nice clean AC with just service. And then put in the antifreeze in it. I am seeing a young man beat a little girl, and his friends and everybody is just there standing, watching, laughing, videoing, embarrassing this young lady. I do not care what it is she would have done or said or what would have led to this. Little Pitney and Pitney will have them little, squabble and their little spats. But what it seemed to me, it looked like, when big man be big woman, it looks very adult. It looks very mature. And I understand that depending on the circumstance in which some children live, because them exposed to too many things, some of the picking of them too precocious. They must see too much things. Too many adult things. They're involved in too many adult discussions. They're seeing too many adult things. And the issue is that the parents are not playing a strong enough role in the lives of their children. And so their influence is being watered down by artists, by actors, by Instagram famous girls, Instagram famous men, and all the other influences, because their primary socialization is not firm enough. The foundation not built good. And one thing we know about building, when the foundation not built good, and you know cut no fall neck and drain the blood and choke a and spin a roll, the building is going to fall. I am seeing too many instances where our children are acting and operating like adults. Calico, when we are grow up, even if you do a little adult thing and you think you want to try out for that something, you do it in such a way where you know you're just a sneaky and do it like a little way. You never want nobody see. And if the adult see you, drop me. You say, sorry, Miss Smart, sorry, you know. You never bother want to pass back all she for see for the rest of the day. Because you don't want to tell your mother or tell your father. You know, you just want to lay low. Nowadays, the children are brazen. Them in your face and I do the things right through. Like, yeah, talk to me now. Say something to me now. Remember get for this, yo. Remember get for this done, yo. And so we have little men in little boys' bodies. Because the parents are not around. And I keep me go back again. The importance of family and the necessity of family. A father cannot mother a child, and a mother cannot father a child. It is important to have parents, both parents, or if both parents are not available, like back in the day, big up to Pablo, you have some man by the corner that act as father figures who keep them in line, help children to toe the line. There are rules in hell, because if you're good, you can't go there. You have to toe the line. It's almost as if them picking here nowadays, them not have no childhood, none at all. Them skip the whole Alacta 1 plus N family and all of them something there, and just jump straight to beer and rum and jerk chicken with oil pepper, cornmeal dumpling and ton cornmeal. And it is saddening. It is saddening to see where we are. The parents have abdicated their responsibility. And again, there are many people who glorify having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 picking it because God said to multiply. Some of the calculator the battery want to take out. The calculator want fling down. And even if you use a scientific calculator, you cannot tell me you're going to get the good result if you have children that you cannot take care of, that you cannot mentor, that you cannot provide for. You're going to have a problem. Whether you use the Boomdas equation, Pythagoras theorem, or whatever it is, so kato, you're going to fail. I hope the police officers will get involved. Good afternoon to the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Because at the same time, we need to also have a zero tolerance towards behavior, deviant behavior like this. It cannot be that you're going to beat up a girl and video it and, your friend over there laugh and everybody have a good laugh and everybody thinks it's okay. No, it's not going to be okay. We're going to round you up. Yeah, we're going to round you up. Because like, since you're a man, I'm going to deal with you like a man. Some of the parents on the picnic outer road, who don't know want to picnic there, right? Your picnic there all boat. Your outer road, I play loaded bingo, I catch man, I catch dog, everybody, right? And you don't know what is happening with your children. And then when altar clubs happen to them and they find themselves in precarious situations, you want to blame government, you want to blame Andrew Olis, you want to blame Christo, you want to blame Al Herblay, you want to blame everybody, you want to blame Al Miss Kitty too. And you're not looking at yourself. It is disheartening. And I don't know how much more, because Calico, y'all want to to yourself. So then this is, you hear Whitney Houston from them time that they say, I believe the children are our future. What's the future? What is the future? And I'm looking at that particular video as a microcosm of what is going on in the larger society. Because that video, yes, that one video we catch. What about the other situations where there's no video? The little boy, them are going. You know, see, everybody in the video bleach out Calico. Them neck and them body no match. I don't want them about him and hey. Man, not tell her which part Putin there. And which part Kim Jong-un there. Yeah. No matter everybody don't get everything to Irene in Jamaica. No problem on. No problem on. Everybody, I boost him. I like supplicant. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, okay, so isn't today school? Why aren't you guys in school? On your little class, and even if you don't have things, you don't have a book to read, something to do. It look like, all those. What are those two young ladies doing right there? Parents, you have to pull up your socks, pull up your shoes. Your children are depending on you. I know that there are good parents who do their best for their children. And they still deviate and follow a friend and go down the wrong path. Of that I am aware. And as Sir P would have said for the Simple Simone and the Simple Simon, let me just explain. Not all parents are bad. There are parents who do their best and try their best. And still, the children deviate and do their thing. But for the most part, when children have proper guidance, love, discipline, lines of demarcation, we don't have these things. Because Calico, that look like a little pit, a little fight, Because you don't know little girl, little boy sometime, tit for tat and so. That look like, when man grab him, woman and a beat to the thumb. And I'm saying, all the other little boys who are there, they are so into all of this. Nobody now say, my youth, stop that no dog, done that no. But even the word dog alone, you call somebody dog. Wagwan dog. Me ignorant for that something there. Wagwan dog. Hello. A dog. Why does say wagwan me neurosurgeon? Wagwan me QC? Wagwan me engineer? Wagwan me astronaut? Nobody wants to say that dog. Wagwan dog. Me or a girl I call girl dog. Wagwan me dog. Wagwan dog. I don't even the shih tzu poodle them. Wagwan dog, wagwan G, wagwan dog. And parents, when you hear your children speaking like that, you need to stop them in their tracks. I don't want to hear you being referred to as a dog, and I don't want you to refer to anybody as a dog. Children are left by themselves on their own too much. And what you find happening is that because they're not raised with any kind of discipline and abuse are two different things. You have to the mother them will tell them son, say, oh, you are my man. No, your son can't be a man. Your son cannot be a man. Your son know too much. And that is why I'm going to turn around and bite off your ears. And that is why I'm going to want to do the things when he reach 11 and 12. Because to him feel like him a man. Your son is your son. Your daughter is not your best friend. Your daughter is your daughter. You're the mother first and foremost. A lot of parents now want to be the cool mom and the cool dad, Yeah, everybody want to be cool. Mira, some mother, don't call me mama, call me Sandra. Don't call me daddy, call me Calico.
Yeah, all me up.
Yeah, all me up. Nobody never tell you, may I tell you, God help. And Calico, these are the things that you hear everybody out there. Yeah, man, pick the for up, baby. Yeah, man. Children must come. But come in a situation that does not put them behind the 8 ball before they even enter the earth. There are some men and women who have no business bringing children in this world because they themselves are children. They are irresponsible. And at the end of the day, are innocent people, hard-working people, and them a come rob and kill and be a pestilence to society. Whenever you pest your mother and pest your father, and that me a talk about. So when you have your gingeration, them you know, it would have alright. If you alone, them a go bother in a life. But watch your unfair party, you know. You have people who are take them birth control, who will live them life a certain way, who live accordingly, follow a certain rule, follow a certain role. And then when you about your lot and multiplied and just a go on so, then now your children become a burden on the system, a burden on everybody else, and then you want everybody else to help you, and it's everybody else's responsibility. How unreasonable is that? Your child call you for money. Oh, me not have it, you know. So if you don't have it, where them going to get it from? Yo, me can't go up to that right now. Me not have it, you know. Me not have it. Go and go beg him. Tell him say your birthday. Go and go beg him. You're putting out your daughters. You're putting out your sons. And there are adults who are pedophiles. They're evil. And they will take advantage of a situation. Of the number of children that you can mine and that you can afford. Lock off your tube. Lock up your body. Lock up yourself. The Lord in his wisdom make birth control. If it is that you cannot negotiate wearing of a condom, there are other methods that you can use. Daddy's maybe, but mommy's baby. Children deserve better than what they are getting. Because the situation in which a lot of them have to operate is creating monsters on the society. Teacher cannot do it alone. Government alone cannot do it. Non-governmental organization, private sector alone cannot do it. Parents have to do it. When you leave your children to the mercy of the world, and mercy to the artists them, and they're gonna blame them, and I'm not saying that they are totally blameless. Don't get me wrong. Let me just hasten to put that caveat there. They are not without responsibility, because if you want to take the reward of the music, you also have to take the responsibility. Don't tell me, me never ask somebody to make me a role model. Well, hello, sir and ma'am. Based on the position you occupy, you are a de facto role model, so you have to take responsibility. If you don't want to be a role model, go be no plant card or something. Yeah. Oh, well, everybody grow them pitney, everybody do them thing on. Yeah. But you also play a vital role, because there are many motherless and fatherless children who look to the music, who look to actors, who look to people in the public sphere for guidance. And so, yes, it is not wholly your responsibility, but you ought to take some responsibility based on the position and the role you occupy.